Okay, so we're going to continue looking at designing for a laser. So I'm going to delete this guy. I can't, but let's go ahead and clear this out. I don't really have a good way to clear them all out, but so cleared that out. We're going to make a new object. This time we're going to make a box. And so before we do this, we're going to utilize a tool that we haven't seen before. There's an add-on feature that exists in onshape that's very useful for building things out of two-dimensional parts. And so what we're going to do is we're going to be using this add-on here called laser joint. Okay, and so the way we get it, we're going to go to Add Custom Features, we'll go Feature Script Samples, and then we're going to search laser joint. Oops, got to spell it right. Okay, nope, it's not there. Let's see. Laser joint. We'll search in other documents. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Feature script, laser joint, and then you're just going to grab this guy right here. Now, if this is the right one, let's see. So now I have it twice, don't I? So laser joint. I wonder if this is the right one. So automatic. Yes, so this is what we want. Number of pins. Okay. So what we're going to do now, so we've added it as a custom feature. And you can grab it here. Okay, and there's two of them, so I'm not sure what the difference is on these, but I think this is the right one. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to make a box. But first, we're going to create our thickness variable, which we're setting to 3.5 millimeters for the Baltic birch. Again, once we start cutting, we might change that. And now we're going to go ahead and build it. So we're going to start by building the base of it. We'll just do a center point rectangle. And we'll just go 100 by 100 here. With our equal constraint. Okay. And then we're going to extrude it. And when we extrude it, right, this is going to be laser cut. And so we want the thickness of this to be the actual thickness of our material. And we're using that variable so we can update it later. Okay, so now we have like the bottom of our box. And so what we're going to do next is the sides. And so the trick here is every time we make things, we want them to intersect. Anything that we want to like connect should intersect in our part studio here. And that's going to allow us to use the laser joint feature. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a sketch on that bottom plane, on the bottom of that edge. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw the sides, two of the sides of our box here. Okay. And then we're going to set the thickness here to be our thickness. Okay. And we'll use the equal constraint. Okay. So these are the sides of our box, and we want to extrude them through our box. Okay, and we're going to make them to be new. Okay, so you can see that they overlap at the corner here, and we're going to extrude them to a height of 100. Okay, and you can see, like, again, the key here is that these corners are overlapping, and so you can see that, oops, let me grab it back, extrude that sketch, make new. Okay, so you see they're not overlapping here. We want them to overlap. We'll set that depth of 100. Okay, and now we've got our sides on there. Okay, and we'll go ahead and make the other sides, but before I do, I'll show you how that laser joint feature works. Now we'll select it. We're going to do automatic, and we're just going to click all these parts. And you can see that it's generating these little like tabs on there for us, which we can use to basically assemble this after the fact. Okay, so super useful tool. I'm going to delete this because we're going to finish our box first. I'll make another sketch on the bottom plane here. So I'm going to sketch the other two walls. Now the reason we can't do these all at once is if we were to add them here, what would happen is they would join together when they extrude, and they wouldn't be separate parts. And so we don't want that. And so we have to, in our, we have to sketch any walls that would touch. We want to sketch them separately so that we can, so that they become separate parts. Okay, so we're going to go like that, and we'll go like that, and we'll set them to be equal. And we'll use our thickness variable. right, and then we're going to extrude that. Go this way. We're going to go up to face, or select that face, and make sure we have new instead of add here. Okay, so now I got the sides of our box, and now we're going to sketch the lid of it. So do one more sketch on the top here, and we're just going to go from one corner to the other corner, and we're going to extrude that. And again, we need it to overlap, so we're going to go down. We'll set the thickness. Okay, and there we have our box. Now we're going to come in and add our laser joint feature. So grab your laser joint, and we're just going to go select all of our sides here. Alright, I think we got all 6 of them. Perfect. Alright, and so now you can see that we've got this kind of box with this joinery. Now if you wanted to, we could, if you wanted to kind of have a little more control, you could do multiple laser joint features, and so you could have more tabs in some places. So maybe we deselect, say like the top, for example, and then we'll add another laser joint here between these ones. And maybe we want to have like 4 pins, right? Or like 5 pins, right? And so maybe on different joints you want different pin sizes. You know, you can mess around with it. Maybe here we just want, maybe here we want like 8 pins, right? Really like fine like pins or something like that. So you have lots of control here, you know, and there's lots of other options too that you can try messing around with it. And then once this is done, there's one last thing we're going to do. We're going to choose this auto layout feature. So we're going to add custom features. We're going to search for auto layout. Okay. And we're going to choose feature script auto layout. I think this is the one we want. No, not cut optimizer. Right here. Okay, so grab your auto layout, and now we're going to go auto layout, and then we're going to set our thickness. Okay, and then you can see it just lays everything out for you, which is super useful, because now when we come into Kirimoto, we're going to go to import, go to our part studio. I'm actually going to click this part studio here. Let me import that whole part studio at once. Uh-oh, didn't like that. Maybe wants me to do them one at a time. Something broke there. That's interesting. Let's come back to here. Yeah, that's all good. File. Import. Click OK, and there we go. Then we can go to preview, and then we can export it. Now if we wanted to arrange it, we can go to machines. We can set our workspace size, maybe 300 by, there you go, 300 by 600. Let's go click arrange. No, it's not going to let us arrange it. So maybe what we want to do is in here, in our auto layout, we'll set our cut sheet to be like 300 by 600, something like that, and then arrange it a little bit. And then in Kirimoto, go to arrange. We'll delete all those. We'll import it again. Click that so we can import them all at once. Click OK. And there we go. Now we can export this and cut it on the laser. Right? Just click export, download our SVG, and that's what you would submit, and then we can cut it on the laser.